Good evening, ma'am. Pranam Maharajji.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Rahini.
Good evening, ma'am.
And so, how are you, Srijata? How are your classes going on?
Yes, ma'am, nice. Anika ma'am just took today's and Monday's class, and we all miss you and Shravani ma'am.
So, do we? In fact, we were talking. We were saying that as enjoyable time we had. Let's see how it goes forward from here.
Yes, yes, ma'am. And please, ma'am, whenever it's possible, please join our classes. We all
I
were talking about you and Shravani ma'am.
I will. We'll talk to Maharaj and we'll see what can be done.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm. So you'll all know that the candidate for the presidential candidate, potential presidential candidate, she came to Shamiji's house, Draupadi Murmu. She had come to Swamiji's house yesterday. Are you all aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I
Yes.
did.
Yes. In fact, in today's paper, there's a lot about that. Actually, we were not there. And of course, there was a lot of securities, etc., everywhere. But then she came to Swamiji's house like usually they all do. She came here to, take her blessings or whatever from the Maharaj, etc. So we are all feeling very proud about the fact. Mm. And so, on that note, I would like to tell you that I don't know if Mrs. Draupadi Murmu, she ever thought that she dreamt that she would become, she might become, she still hasn't, but then the chances are very, very strong. So that she dreamt whether she would become president, first lady of India. And I don't know if she dreamt about that ever. Ruchika, can you mute yourself, please?
Two examples of plant fibers are cotton, cotton.
All right. So I don't know if she dreamt about this when she was a young lady, or she dreamt about when she was older, or what was her dream. And on that note, we are going to start with Thou Blessed Dream today. কি হচ্ছে বলতো? Okay. So it is about Thou Blessed Dream, written to Miss Christine from Paris on the 14th of August, around the 14th of August, 1900. So maybe about, today is the 13th. So a month later, he had written this to, Swamiji had written this, and um he is talking about, he's giving a lot of significance and importance to a dream, for dreams. You know that our another president of ours, ex-president APJ Abdul Kalam Sahab, I've spoken about him in my classes also. I'm a huge admirer of him, and he has given various quotes on dreams. He says, "You dream, and then those very thoughts they turn into actions." And then again, he has said a beautiful quotation, and about dreams is not something. They are not something which you see when you sleep, but they are actually something which doesn't allow you to sleep at all. So, therefore, so many years ago, Swamiji also had a lot to say about dreams, and he thought dreams were pure magic. And so many people have. I would like to ask you, each of you, do you dream, first of all? And when you, what do you dream usually? What do you dream about, if you dream at all? And what is a dream to you? I mean, does that make your sleep better? You sleep better? Do you remember about that dream in the morning? What time do you dream? Is it late night, middle of the night, or is it early in the morning? What are your thoughts on dreams? So I would like to ask you that question. But before that, and Swamiji also goes to say, I love this part that you break one dream with another. That's the only way to end one dream. How to end one dream? With another dream. Okay, not by waking up and getting up and opening your eyes, but just one dream should be broken by another dream, side by side. So, for a practical, spiritualistic, uh, what's happening, Sunita? Oh, yeah, Sunita. Can you mute yourself, please, my dear? হবে তো একদম কথা শুনছে না. All right. So, all have the poem. So I'll just read it once. Normal, just reading it aloud. Thou blessed dream, if things go ill or well, if joy rebounding spreads the face, or sea of sorrow swell, a play we each have part, each one to weep or laugh as may, each one his dress to don, its scenes alternative shine and rain. Thou dream, O blessed dream, spread near and far thy veil of haze, tone down the lines so sharp, make smooth what roughness seems. No magic but in thee, thy touch makes deserts bloom to life, harsh thunder, sweetest song, fell death, the sweet release. So, to explain things in a general way, of course, if things go ill or well, if something is good, it's going okay, and something is not in life, you have these ups and downs every day, practically, and nowadays more so. We have something which is going good, and then suddenly things turn a bit tough and rough. If joy rebounding spreads the face, or sea of sorrows, a play we each have part. So it is either joy, which is everywhere around you, and or you have a sea of one second. Ruchika, can you unmute yourself, please, Ruchika?
Yes, ma'am.
What is happening?
brown wala.
My network problem is.
No, it's very big. Small also, chota also.
Okay, if you have a network problem, then mute yourself. All right, please don't keep going and coming. It's very disturbing. So, or if joy rebounding spreads the face, or sea of sorrow swell. If sorrow, you compare it to a sea, and it swells, that is, becomes more. So on one hand, you're having life where joy is rebounding, it's spreading from here to there, or you have a sea of sorrow which is swelling, that the sorrow part is becoming more and the joy is becoming less in life. So this happens, very common. A play we each have part. So life is like a drama. We are all acting in this drama, this play that is going on. Sometimes we laugh, that is our character. Sometimes we cry, that is our character. We feel sad about something, bad about something. Somebody has rebuked us, somebody has said something which we were not expecting. Things don't turn according to the expectations of our mind, and we have a good cry. Oh, life is so sad, etc. So we have a sad time then. And sometimes when you do very well, maybe in your exams, or you get a lot of money from somewhere unexpected, or maybe you meet a friend whom you spend a lot of time with and you feel happy. Many kinds of things can happen. Or you get some good news. You were expecting that somebody's health is not improving, and suddenly the person's health improves, so you feel good. So many situations in life where, your sorrow can turn into joy, and your joy can turn into sorrow. Your sorrow can further become more sorrow, sorrow plus plus, or your joy can become plus plus. So you don't exactly know where life is going to take you. So each of us, we have a part, actor, kirdar, in Hindi they'd say we have a character, a part, a role to play in life, and each of us are playing it. And sometimes the roles, according to the situation, it changes. So Swamiji is putting a lot of, giving a lot of importance to this dream. Each one has a dress to don, it seems. So don means to wear. Each one has his own dress to wear, and the scenes of life, sometimes they shine, and there is a lot of shine, that is, the sun is shining, and sometimes, like today, it is just raining and raining. So thou dream, O blessed dream, spread near and far thy veil of haze. And what happens in a dream? In a dream, you can do a lot of permutation combination. Sometimes, suppose the line, then you can tone it down. Sometimes something is very sharp, you don't feel like going in for the sharp edges, then you tone it down. Sometimes if it is there's a lot of roughness, then you can add some smoothness and make the part smooth. So there's a lot of magic in thee. In thee means in you, in dreams. Thy touch makes deserts bloom to life. So desert is seen where there is no vegetation, there's no greenery, there is no life. But if a dream touches that desert, then it becomes an oasis. The whole desert changes into a beautiful hot spot. So harsh thunder, sweetest song, fell death, and then the sweet release. So these are all the reality, but you're actually dreaming of all this. So this is what he wrote in 1900, a month later from today. Shopno, Shopno, Kebol Shopno. That's what he wrote about. And I think over here you find Swamiji opening his heart out, imaginative, creative, totally free with his words. And the language is much more simpler compared to the other poems. The other poems, you really have to understand. But over here, whatever is said in the poem, whatever you see, excuse me, that is what he means. And you can daydream also. Sometimes dreams can happen at night. You can think of it at night. You dream of it when you're in deep slumber. Or a dream does not your dream, your goal in life. It may not allow you to sleep. Or sometimes people daydream. So I'm asking you, the two of you, there's nobody else here today, the three of us, in fact, what is your idea of a dream? Rahini, you will tell us first, and then Srijata can carry it from there. Do you
Okay,
dream?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I dream.
What is your favorite dream?
I didn't have any favorite dream because any dreams I have, it's all about ghosts.
Ghosts. Oh, that is interesting. And what do you
but
see?
I have one favorite dream. Like in that favorite dream, what happens? There is two shadows, two of a man, and then suddenly one man's shadow becomes like the man has red eyes, and suddenly when they show that two man's picture, they eat like that man like is turning into venom, and one tries to eat one more, but then that other man changes into Spider-Man, and then like they fight, and then suddenly between the fight they wake up.
Suddenly, between when they are fighting, you wake up
Yeah, because I'm scared.
because you're scared. All right,
Yeah.
Rahini, that's a very how do you say? I won't say it's a non-realistic, unrealistic dream. Maybe you do think of people who are evil and people who are good. The good people fighting with the bad people against the bad people. Probably that's what you think in your dream. Never know. In your mind there are so many things that is going. Mind is it's a very difficult place. The mind to understand from outside. Don't you think so?
Yes, ma'am.
Has many layers. Okay.
Yes.
And when do you dream? When do you dream? When you're really sleepy, it's about 12:31, or do you dream early in the morning, maybe 3:30, 4:30?
I dream at like 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, around 1 o'clock. Okay. So to say that your sleep, তখন বেশ সজাগ, you are সজাগ then at around 1. Okay. I
Yes.
wish we had this, system of a movie or something, so we could see the different scenes that you are watching with your eyes closed.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Rahini. Anything else you want to say?
No, ma'am.
All right. Sujata, what about you?
Ma'am, Rahini's dreams are very interesting.
Very
And
interesting. Very interesting, I say. Very interesting. Once again. Yes, I reiterate that. Very interesting.
I
Thank
often
you, Sujita Didi.
thank you, Rahini. um, I often dream about after my grandmother passed away. I often dream about her happy memories, especially happy memories, and uh,
Hmm.
and also some unrealistic things which I sometimes I remember and sometimes I don't. So especially in the morning, ma'am. Maybe 3:30 or 4:30 in the morning, and
Right.
I'm afraid of huge things. Like sometimes I dream about them, maybe a huge building or something huge, a sculpture or something. I'm a little afraid of them.
Okay, that is interesting too. But somehow I don't dream much, and I don't remember the last time that I dreamt. It's not that I am a very the moment my head touches my pillow, I go off to sleep and I wake up at 5:30. Nothing like that. It's nothing like that. I do wake up sometimes at night, maybe once or twice. Sometimes to the washroom, or sometimes just because maybe I feel like a drink or some drink of water or whatever, for drinking water, whatever it is, or I just check up on my children or whatever it is. So it is not one endless night where I don't wake up, but then I don't dream also. So that's why I find anybody who is dreaming during the night, what do they dream of? What are the things that they think of? Somebody told me that it's a sequence where most things that you're doing during the day, which is very important to you, you dream of something connected with that. Again,
Yes, ma'am. Sister also said this, and it is true. Like
yeah,
we always dream about our family or our loved ones. Whatever we are doing, we see that in
correct. Who you dream of
Yes,
your own
ma'am.
the dream.
family, as who you stay with, those your parents. These are the things that you some maybe something has affected you that day. You've had a party or something, so your dream will be connected to that only. So actually, you are that. You are the hero. I mean, you are a character role playing in those dreams, which Swamiji has also said that the dream can be full of sorrow, or it can be full of joy, endless joy, and we each have a part to play in life, and that comes out in a blessed dream. So this poem, I think, is on a lighter note, and it speaks about reality and dream, the very thin line, and and it says that there's a lot of magic in dreams. A dream can really set apart your sleep. It can be a different kind of sleep if you dream, and it totally different kind of sleep if you slumber or sleep if you don't dream. So I wonder what Swamiji actually, like, I wonder, what Swamiji actually used to dream of. I mean, this is hypothetically speaking, of course, good and bad, and sorrow and joy and things like that. But what did he actually dream of? Would you like to think of? And just, how do you say, suppose you have wings, or suppose you could go back to so many years ago, 1900, same time, around this time, a month later. So what did he dream of? Did he dream at night? Obviously he dreamt, otherwise he would not be writing a poem on this just this topic, talking about the magic of dreams and talking about characters in his dreams, role play, etc. And saying that dreams can make your life, if it's a rough road, a dream can help you make it smoother. So many characteristics he is giving to a dream. He's, it's like dream is a wonderful personality he's making of a dream. So would you like to imagine about what Swamiji might have thought of? One or two topics he might have thought of?
Ma'am, I think he always dreamed that people should be compassionate with each other, and a proper India where people are educated, people
Mm-hmm.
with
Mm-hmm.
selflessness, and independent India where we all take care of each other, and no harmness or no harshness with religious.
Yeah,
He
no
also said that
religious acrimony, absolutely. That's the main thing in today's world. It would be such a
yes,
happy
yes,
his dreams came true. Yes, you're absolutely right. He probably thought of a better India.
better India.
And
And
many a times he used to think of how unfortunate our people are. He could not eat sometimes when he was in America, thinking of what his the fellows in India are, the people, what the Indians are not actually getting any food. So he used to cry when he used to partake some morsel or something, whatever he used to eat over there. He used to think, his first thought was, my fellows back in India, they're not being able to eat. Sometimes he used to feel very, very sad. It's a very sensitive human being. So it was just not about me and myself, far, far from it. He used to think of India all the time. It was just an extension of him, or he was an extension of India, whatever. Yes, Rahini, what do you think Swami Vivekananda used to dream about?
I think he used to dream about. I think he used to dream about his mother because he was in America that time. Because I think he was sad that he could not find his mother, like I do when I don't see my mother.
Oh, that is so sweet. Rahini, seriously, I'm sure he used to think about his mother. 100% right you are. Anybody would think of their mother if they're very attached to their mother, no matter how grown up you are, even if you're 30 years old or if you're just 13 years old, doesn't matter. If you don't get your mother and you're very, very close and attached to your mother, then you dream of your mother. You just wish that, you had your mother's lap and you could put your head down.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful thought.
Very
Wonderful.
true. Yes.
Thank
Very
you.
true. See, this little girl has so much of sensitivity inside her. I always say that. So, একবার করে তোরা পড়ে নে, Thou Blessed Dream. It's a very short poem and very simple poem. For once, I find this one of Swamiji's poem which I can put down, with a characteristic called simplicity. Bol, Rahini, if things go ill or well, একবার পড়.
Yes, ma'am. Thou blessed dream, if things go ill or well, if joy rebounding spreads the face, a sea of sorrow swells, a play we each have part, each one to weep or laugh as may. each one his dress to don. It seems alternative, shine and rain. Thou dream, O blessed dream, spread far and near, thy veil of haze. Tone down the lines so sharp, make smooth what roughness seems. No magic but in thee. Thy touch makes desert bloom to life. Harsh thunder, sweetest song. Fell death, the sweet release.
Sweet release. Right. Right. Right, Rahini. Srijata, would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am. Thou blessed dream, if things go ill or well, if joy rebounding spreads the face, or sea of sorrow swells, a place we each have part, each one to weep or laugh as may, each one his dress to don. It seems alternative shine and rain. Thou dream, O blessed dream, spread far and near thy veil of haze, tone down the lines show sharp, make smooth what roughness seems. No magic but in thee, thy touch makes desert bloom to life. Harsh thunder, sweetest song, fell death, the sweet release.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. So, anything else you want to ask? Otherwise, I'll just tell you what to do for the next day. Piece-টা হয়ে গেছে, right, আমাদের?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And who knows how mother plays? এটাও তো হয়ে গেছে.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Okay. Kali the mother হয়ে গেছে. Okay, so we will do this one. To the awakened India. Maybe it'll take 2 days because it's too long ache poem ta. So to the awakened India, just read over the poem once in the next week, and we can do that. All right?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So then anything else you want to say? Rahini, your exams are over or they're going on, or what is happening?
It will be there from 18th.
So your exams are going to start from the 18th of July.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in another 4-5 days.
Yes, ma'am. I have to study very well.
You have to study hard. And which is your favorite subject?
Science and maths.
All right, all right. And your program stands? Sorry?
And computer too.
Computer too. All right. Great. All right, Srijata and Rahini then. I'll take your leave and a good night. And maybe if you have a dream today, talking so much about dreams, then do let me know what you dreamt of.
Yeah, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye, dears.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye, dear. All
Good
right.
night, ma'am.
Yes, Rahini. We both of us, we are saying best of luck for your exams.
Best of
Thank
luck.
you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
Bye bye.
you, baby. Also.
Welcome, Rahini.
All right.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night. Sweet
Good night.
dreams.